Welcome back to the Crewcast. This is going to be episode 3, week 3. We definitely planned on doing these on Mondays, but it always seems like something comes up that kind of negates that. So we're still planning on the Mondays, but this one's going to be on a Tuesday. So you might have to work with us a little bit if you're a regular listener or if you're listening at all. Anyways, we are back with myself, DefiniteMental, TheRealTwitch, and Toxic Muse, and today we are running with my brother, Reaper. So he will be on the podcast today, and we'll
What's
hopefully
up?
we have a good one. Uh, Anybody else?
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing this week?
Great. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
How about
Well,
yourself?
yeah, doing okay. Hot. It's hot here. Not getting that smoke you guys
Doing
are
okay?
getting though.
Hot. Like you were, you sounded, you sounded like you were like
hot girl
promoting
sweet.
yourself.
Okay.
Hot.
Hot, same as always.
Like I've always been, just hot. Anyways, so we got my brother Reaper on here. I don't know if you've listened to any of the past podcasts. But we kind of like bring in a lot of like gaming topics and shit. And the big thing we've been talking about, which we're all pretty excited for. Have you seen any of the Battlefield 2042 like stuff?
Yeah. We talked about it on a
What are your
previous
thoughts on
episode,
that?
but what do you think? What do you think, Reaper?
I'm just excited for it. Mainly
Well, I
because
know we all used to play together, and we've talked about that, but not with you here. And
Yeah.
I know we had a lot of fun playing that. So the trailer has got me excited. There's some cool vehicles. Maps look really neat. I don't know. What do you guys think about that trailer that they popped out?
Well, I think the trailer was great, but what really so long story short, Toxic and I play on PC. Toxic plays on Xbox along with Twitch.
For now.
And so I'm always kind of like looking for games that I can play with her because I used to be an Xbox player as well. Well, um Xbox has been doing, well, Microsoft has been doing a lot of like transfers over to the PC, and so you can go to like your Xbox app, and if you have like Live and the Game Pass, you can download a lot of the games, and typically those are all cross platform.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
And so I saw Battlefield 4 on there, which I already owned it on Steam, but I saw it on there, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is probably cross-platform now." Well, I downloaded it, and no, it's not cross-platform. I'm kind of upset.
Unfortunately.
But
yeah.
while looking online, I did notice that they had said they were doing cross-platform for 2042. So, like I said, big long segue back. I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be cool.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out that trailer,
a lot of Xbox games, and there is no there's no campaign into it, so they are just literally concentrating on multiplayer only.
multiplayer.
I think
right.
they'll do.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. I'm excited. I'm holding my breath a little bit though because the last couple Battlefields, I played them, and yeah, if you guys wanted to play, we'd play, but not since what was it 4? That was the last one that I thought was really pretty decent. I didn't like the rest of them since then.
What was
So
the one no, Battlefield 1. Was it Battlefield 1? Battlefield 1, we played a shitload out of Battlefield.
We played it, but I'm
good.
saying personal preference. I didn't like
trying to make a game World War One though. I think they did a really good job with it. I think it was actually.
Stuff were cool. Mm-hmm.
Well, just
I'm trying to remember what we didn't like though. There was something about it that was it the tanks being squishy. Like there was something that we were like, eh.
I don't think. I see how the tanks are squishy, but
squishy tanks.
The damn
Boom.
squishy tanks. No, it was
But listen,
it just I think
like they got
what it
destroyed too
was.
easily.
No, I think what it was is it
Oh.
came out in a time where we had so many other games we were.
Yeah, that might have been part of it.
But if it came
don't
down to
know.
it, like if I don't know, this is my personal opinion. If I was to be, if they were like, you can only play this game for the rest of your life, this genre, would it be Call of Duty or Battlefield? I would definitely pick Battlefield.
Yeah, I agree. I
I'm
don't know.
just
Well,
so
I've told you how I feel
so
about the COD.
entirely sick of the COD genre, and it's just so overplayed and I don't know. I'm just like I don't even have. I reset my computer not too long ago just for reasons, and I haven't even downloaded a single, and I just have no ambitions of.
Well, Twitch and I have been playing
Yeah.
some zombies. We haven't played multiplayer. I won't touch multiplayer anymore. I didn't like the Cold War multiplayer. The other one, yes, but not Cold War. The feel of it, I don't know. It's sweaty, all sweaty lobbies.
I would play. I'd play Search and Destroy, but that's about all I think I will play off of that.
Yeah.
But once we get you guys switched over to the PC genre, and Cole can attest to this, we got great games like Squad,
Right. Yeah, I saw your guys' videos on those.
and that game is fucking funner than.
It does. It looks fun. But yeah, I would definitely
You just
pick
join an
Battlefield
Xbox
now.
party, by the way.
What's that?
What?
Toxic just joined my Xbox party.
No. It just told me you left the party.
Well, I
What the
just
heck?
left, like because I don't want it to like have negative feedback. Anyways, that's besides the point.
Okay.
Yeah. Reaper.
Go.
I think I said your name.
Breaking the rule.
Yes.
Always
That's
right.
all right. I don't have any qualms with my first name. Nobody's saying last names.
True.
But it is easier for us to go forward with primarily. So anyway,
Right.
I don't know, Reaper. So what's up, man? Like, what are your like hopes for the Battlefield 2042? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm pretty excited. Mainly just because the only other real first-person shooter that I've been playing is Call of Duty, and I don't really care for it much anymore. Because it's just been worn out. Way too many cheaters now. So I don't know. I've always enjoyed Battlefields. I always thought it was to me a little bit more realistic, and yeah, I played the shit out of 4. I had so much fun playing it, but it's more realistic, not as real crazy sliding, jumping off the walls and doing that kind of stuff, which kind of gets annoying after a while. And
it's not your. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like it's not your typical fucking Call of Duty where it's just like real fast paced, close bullshit.
Just
like,
run and gun.
Whoever's faster at pulling the trigger kind of type thing. Like it actually takes some strategy to play. Yeah, and like another thing that really I like about the Battlefield is you can go in single player, or not single player, but you can go in by yourself and still play, but you can go in with a squad and you can actually like create tactics or like use tactics, play the game, and you can actually do a lot better.
Definitely.
I think that's my big looking forward to. I believe it comes out in November.
October 22nd.
I want to say
October.
Was it 22nd or 28th? Yeah, it was somewhere in there.
Oh Jesus, it's right around the corner.
Yeah. It's coming up quick.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
that one looks good. What was the other game? I'm excited for the what's it called? Zombie game. Parkour zombie game.
Oh, it's Left 4 Dead. No, it's not Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead made
Dying Light.
Dying Light, that's it.
Dying Light, yes.
Dying Light, yeah.
Oh my god. Cole and I Reaper and I put some hours in on that.
Yeah.
What was it? I finally played Dying Light like a year ago or something.
Yeah, I made him play it
That
with
game
me.
was that game was the shit. I actually
He
enjoyed
actually
the
ended up
game.
liking it. Yeah, he liked it a
Fuck
lot.
yeah, no, it was.
It gets dark. You're all pucking your butthole.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta
Right?
get
No,
back.
as far as zombie games go, that was very, very good. Like I was super excited about.
I think the controls threw me off in the beginning. The walking just felt
They did, but once you got
not
used to
free
it, though,
roam, you know? Yeah, but once
Mhm.
you got used to it, it was pretty alright.
so, and then what was? There's another one it was in beta just I think till yesterday,
Uh-huh.
but it was by the creators of Left 4 Dead, and I think
Yeah.
Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood is what it's
Back 4
called.
Blood, that's the one
That
I
one
saw
looks
it.
pretty
Uh-huh.
interesting.
Yeah. Is that the one that they're basing off of Ash and the Evil Dead? No.
It's possible. I haven't looked into it at all. All I know is the creators of Left 4 Dead made it, so I was like, oh, that's probably gonna be one.
Right.
But no, Reaper brought up a good point, and I completely forget about this game because they put the original trailers out so long ago, and it has been so long that I just kind of forgot. But no, the new Dead by Daylight,
Yeah.
I'm fucking stoked for. I can't wait. Um, Reaper, do you know of any like the release date for it? Have you seen anything on that?
No, I think I have exactly when it's supposed to come out.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know at some point they had a release date, but I think they pushed it back. So I don't.
Let me see. Yeah, they
Oh.
pushed it back a couple times, I think. Let me look here and see while we're talking.
I hope it's
Should be this year, I would assume.
Left 4 Dead 3? Is that the one?
No, it's Dead by Daylight too.
I meant. Oh, I'm gonna cut you. Okay.
No, it's not Left 4 Dead. It's
Which one?
Dying
Dying
Light
Light?
too.
Well, okay, you guys are confused. All right,
Jesus, isn't
Dying
that what I just fucking said?
Light.
No, somebody's clearly confused. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on.
All right, let's see what it's saying. Accept cookies, yes, please. Release date December 7th, 2021.
Holy shit. Okay.
Damn.
It's coming up.
It
This
is.
winter,
It
this
is.
winter is going to be
It
a good
is.
winter.
But it'll
think
be.
maybe.
God, I hope so. Holy shit.
When does Far Cry come out?
Far Cry 6 is coming out pretty soon, I believe. They pushed that one back quite a bit too. Let me look here. Because it's pre-order right now in the store, but it's been there forever. So
Reaper and
I
I
was talking to my.
been replaying that.
I'm sorry.
Did you guys know they added multiplayer to it?
I did.
What?
Yeah.
They did? Oh wait,
October
oh duh,
7th.
yeah, duh.
Yeah,
Talking about
I was
Dying
I'm
Light.
confused. I was like, how do you not know that we've literally been playing multiplayer?
I thought you meant like this new one. You're gonna have more than 2.
Oh, I was like,
Ah,
are you
No.
new? You guys literally
No.
just were telling me you were playing it.
No, I thought you were talking about the new one that says like multiplayer, like
No.
more than.
No.
Yeah,
So
October
when it
7th,
first came
Mental.
out, Reaper,
Mhm.
there was no multiplayer. Like it was like you played by
Well, I
yourself.
remember that. I just got you confused. I knew there was a duo. I thought you meant you could like link up, have like a squad rolling around.
That'd be fucking
Like,
sick though.
That would be dope.
They
That would
did
be
that.
so
That'd
much
be
fun.
fucking cool.
Have a squad? Yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
You
but
know, like
4
play
people just-
play multiplayer like 4 people. It'd be fucking tight.
Dude, I don't know. It would make the game go pretty quick though, because you could split up and hit all the areas, or not,
Yeah,
and just
but
kind of have like.
they could also do it like how Borderlands does. We've been playing Borderlands 3 a lot.
Yep.
Make the enemies harder, more abundant. You know, like the more people you have, the harder it is.
It would
Right.
pretty
There's
much just be
things-
like
there's
the
things
Tom
they could-
Clancy games.
Yeah, there's things they could
Yeah.
do to negate like
That's true.
just
Because a lot of games
having
do
an
that if you have
overwhelming
more
force.
people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited.
Where's Far Cry 6?
It's got the dude from
It's that one actor dude. Yeah. I don't know.
Which one? Yeah.
The one dude, you know.
That one dude.
no,
Um,
it-
Now you're making me look up shit again. Okay,
have
hold
you ever
on.
seen about my pick? Have you ever seen what's that? The Maze Runner?
Yes, yes.
Have you seen
No.
that series? Or
Yeah,
movie?
I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
one movie.
Oh, well, there's 3 or 4 of them. But anyways, it's the, the black guy who is like father
I
to
can't think of
that
his
girl.
name. Wow, we sound
He's a
very
good
informed.
he's a very good actor. I'll find his name.
I know. I'm trying to look at their website right now, but it's not telling me the actor's name. It's just telling me about the game.
Fuck. Uh,
Far Cry 6 actor. Let's put that in. What's gonna come up? Actor name. Actor Giancarlo
Don't hurt
Esposito.
yourself.
I know. I don't.
Anton Costello?
Well, anyways, okay. So where does it place?
Okay, Anton Castillo. Sorry,
Oh
my
my
controller shut off.
god. No, that's who he plays. His name is
Giancarlo
Giancarlo
Esposito.
Esposito. Yeah.
That's what I was trying. You're like, are you gonna hurt yourself? I'm like, dude, you try and say that name. I'm sorry, but
I didn't say anything about hurting yourself.
okay. So, anyways, it's that dude. If you guys look him up, you'll see his face. You'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen this guy in movies. He's been around. But he's playing the main guy in there, I guess. And
October
He
7th.
was
What?
October 7th.
he was the I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Maze Runners. He was the father of the
You
No.
yeah. Yeah.
but it was kind of like the wild card. Like every like I remember watching those movies and I was
He
like,
was on Breaking Bad.
yeah,
He was
he's
on The
been on a lot of shit.
Mandalorian. Yeah. I mean, he's
Oh,
been in a lot of
Mandalorian. That's
things.
true. That's right. Now
The
I remember.
Boys. He was on The
Yeah,
Boys.
yeah.
Maze Runner, like you said.
By the way, The Boys. Have you guys watched The Boys?
I need to
Yes.
catch up. We have
I
not.
haven't watched
Twitch
the
and I
second
Holy
watched it.
but
We have
shit!
I
not
watched
caught
the
up on
first
it.
season.
Yeah,
Talk
we need
about
to
a
watch.
fucked up superhero movie though. Like the
Dude,
first
it's
episode
funny.
is the greatest. The dude's girlfriend gets splashed by the I don't remember his name, but
Yeah.
he's like the equivalent of the Flash. He's like the super runner. And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
just fucking murks her in the fucking that was
Uh,
They did a good job with that show.
yeah. And I like Carl Urban.
Mm.
yeah.
I think he's a
I
good
call him
actor.
Eyebrow Man. He was Lord of the Rings.
Carl
Eyebrow
Urban.
Man.
Carl
Urban,
Urban.
brother.
Hey, brother.
Urban.
I'm Carl Urban. But no, I thought it was very good.
Yeah. What's the main dude? The main superhero?
Oh, it's like a Captain America spin-off. It's like a Superman Captain America like
I can't remember his name, but dude, that guy fucking plays it good because you hate him, but you're like, ah, dude.
You hate him, but yes, exactly. Dude,
Sorry, I'm
spoiler
dying.
alert, but when he kills that fucking the head of the fucking place, like he burns her eyes out, I was like, "Oh my god."
I was just thinking that while you guys
Oh
were
my
talking,
god.
but I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah,
That's gonna
that
drive me
was
fucking nuts though.
No, you know what was even worse than that? The breast milk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he had
Oh
the
my
affinity
god.
with the breast milk. Yes.
Ugh.
Loved him some breast milk.
Ugh. Talk about mommy issues. But yeah, that show is crazy. So okay, so I mentioned this to you earlier, Mental, and I want to get this out of the way because I want to play this game. Let's talk about the hobo game.
Oh,
Talk
the
about it.
hobo game. Okay.
Hobo
So-
Tough Life.
So
This
okay.
game looks freaking amazing.
I think it could be quite fun. I've actually watched
Homelander. Sorry.
Homelander.
Homelander,
That's
yes,
the name.
that's
That's
his
driving
name.
me
That
nuts.
was-
Sorry. Go back.
You're
Go
good,
back
you're good.
to the
So
the
the
hobo
hobo
game.
game. I don't know if you guys know him. I think Toxic might know him. But
Yeah.
the sniping soup, he's a famous YouTuber. Him, McNasty, Larg, and Stu, they all play a whole bunch of games. Well, every now and then he'll play games with another famous YouTuber named Trippy, and they
Right.
played this game, and it was just kind of like one of the ones they tried, and I was watching it, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. And I was watching them play it, and I was like, okay, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah,
And
I watched Splat Cat Gaming, I think is who it was, and it looked pretty fun. He had nothing but good things to say about it. And yeah.
yeah,
It's so basically you play a hobo, right? And you would think it would
literally,
be pretty boring.
yeah.
But you literally play a hobo. You are the character of a homeless person. And you're basically preparing for the winter. So you have to find supplies, build a small base, you have to find better clothing, scavenge for money. So you have to turn in bottles, you have to go through the trash cans, you have to beg from people. And then every time you search
You
through a
can
trash
rob
can,
people too. That was
there's
the
mini
funniest
games.
fucking
Yeah.
thing. You can
And you
rob
can
Man's
get
people.
gotta
robbed.
eat, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and you can get robbed. There's thugs, and if you're carrying too much money on you, they'll actually take your money. So you have to be really careful because I heard it's like 30% of your money or whatever they'll rob you for. So, but basically, you have a certain time limit, and then winter hits, and if you're not prepared, then you're going to die from the elements, right? So, you have like different spots around this map that you can build a base on, I guess, from what I'm understanding. And you have to go around and scavenge supplies, food, clothing. Like I said, find money, cigarette butts. Even you take cigarette butts, and then later
Yes.
you unravel them and make like your own cigarette out of like the leftovers of all these like cigarettes that you found. So
Jesus.
Yeah,
there is
like it's
combat, but it's all like talking combat, so it's not like actual physical combat,
yeah,
unfortunately.
it's
But
like you want
no
to
bottle
punch this
fights.
person or slam
Yeah,
them over the head with the fucking broken glass bottle. Yeah, that kind of shit.
but from what I
It
heard,
looked
it's
it
not
looked
a small game.
it
It's
definitely
actually big.
it
Yeah.
definitely looked interesting and definitely looked like it could provide hours of entertainment, but you know.
Well, and we've talked about it before, but I like to give indie games a chance. I know a lot of people who are gamers, which is fine, are really just, A-liner titles and that's it.
AAA
But
title.
whatever, yeah, but like I like the indie games myself. So anytime I see something that's, looks kind of interesting that's coming out of an indie developer, I'm all for that. So I like to look at people playing the games and stuff. And I stumbled across this one and I told Mental, I was like, hey, have you seen this? And he's like, yeah, actually, I have. I was like, well, you know what? We need to look into this because this looks like a fun game. So anybody out there in the YouTube world that's listening, if you have not seen this game, definitely go give it a look because if you like those kinds of games, it looks pretty fun. And like I said, it is not a small game from what I'm hearing. There is a lot of content, which I know a lot of indie games are not usually known for having a lot of content in their games. It's a pretty quick run through, couple hours, whatever. But no, this one is supposedly pretty big, so I'm kind of excited for that one. I would like to give that one a go. And it's multiplayer, so you can build a base with your friends.
You have a
And,
hobo squad.
Hell
yeah,
yeah, you can
hobo.
have hobo
Oh
squad,
fuck
bro.
yeah.
So it looks pretty interesting. Oh, and then the thing I don't think I finished saying was when you search the trash cans, there's mini games, and it's like Minesweep. So you have to pick a square, and maybe you'll find trash, or maybe you'll find a cigarette or a bottle or whatever. But then you pick another square, and it could be a mine. And if you hit the mine, then it has a chance of making you stinkier and damage your clothing. So you have to be like really careful when you're
You
when you're
are
searching the trash
really
can.
really
I'm so
excited.
excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
I think
met somebody,
toxic.
so
I
happy to
think
be a
toxic.
hobo in my entire
I think
life.
toxic just wants to be a hobo. Yep.
I do. Like, no
Oh my
worries, man.
god.
Dude.
That's
No.
funny, the kind of games there. I saw
Right?
one. It was lawn mowing simulator.
Yes. Oh my
Like,
god.
what?
We actually.
God.
It's so
What?
funny that you Reaper.
Oh
Reaper.
my
It's
I
so
just
funny you
go
brought this up.
outside and
We actually. So last episode we were talking about this, and holy shit, I was just like we were just kind of talking about some shit, and I was just kind of scrolling through Steam, and I saw that, and I shit you not, we brought it up. I was like, oh my god, there is a fucking lawn mowing simulator game out.
And I was like, no way. So I went and looked. And yes, it's actually on the Xbox store as well. And it looks boring as fuck. and I like simulator games. We played Car Mechanic, the farming ones, whatever. And I went and looked at that one. I was like, really? I mean, I can kind of see the appeal because you can upgrade your lawnmower, get that fancy ride-on.
Yeah,
But I
that
don't know.
ride-on.
You're just mowing lawn. Like how exciting is that?
Dude,
I don't know.
well, and it's like I asked last podcast, when are they gonna come out with the legit fucking simulators? Like prostitute, cocaine dealer
Hey.
simulator.
Damn it,
I think that was called Grand.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, Twitch? Grin.
I was trying to say Grand Theft Auto.
Oh shit. Anyways,
Yeah. I looked up anything else to discuss.
what about you, Reaper? What you got going on?
I got a lot
you wanna talk
going on. I'm. You know what? I am pretty impressed with Far Cry 5 so far.
Yes.
I love
Been
it. Is
playing
my
this.
favorite.
This is the first Far Cry I have played, and
Yeah.
so far it has not disappointed. Pretty good.
See, and that was one thing. That was one thing I was gonna ask, and you answered my question before I even asked it because
I'm good. Told you I got it all.
Yeah, we're brothers and whatnot, but like
you have different
we've
tastes
been out.
sometimes.
Well, no, but we've been out of the home nest for
right.
well plus 10, 15 years, and so like we keep in touch, but I haven't really asked, but I didn't even think about it. Kind of funny because that was actually the first Far Cry I've played, and that was the one that like hooked me into them. Fuck yeah!
5 was?
Yeah, that was the first. I never played Far Cry 4. I never played
See,
Far
the
Cry
funny
3.
thing is,
and I remember
Twitchell and I
talking
played
to
5 first as well.
I remember talking to Reaper, and I was like, "Hey, I'm like, this game's on sale. I think it was like super, wasn't it?
They've had it on sale several times, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's super fun. And they had the multiplayer aspect, so I was like, fuck yeah, let's
Yeah.
try this, and of course he bought it, and we started playing, and yeah, it's great game.
Yeah, that's where we started as well. And then after we played 5, we loved it so much. It was my favorite. I mean, I like true crime and cults and all that kind of stuff anyways. So for me it was like, oh my god, this is awesome, So that was my favorite one, but then we went back and we played 4 and then 3 and then 2 and then 1. We played them all backwards. Just because we liked them so much. But we've played through 5. I mean, 5 at least 2, maybe 3 times.
Nice.
And all the DLCs as well. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That's the one that hooked me to Far Cry. Was 5.
Been really good so far. I just got Peaches.
Oh, Peaches is my girl.
Peaches
well,
is
I
the
don't know
bear, right?
No.
No.
Or
the
cat.
cougar.
Yeah.
Cougar.
Oh, you haven't got the bear yet?
I don't like the bear as much. I like the cat.
Well, you like cats.
I know, but the cat's pretty sneaky and silent.
You
That's
can
why
get
I like
a bear
her.
though, and the bear just rips motherfuckers to shreds. It's fucking awesome.
It does. I forget what the bear's name is, but it's
the
over up to the right on the map.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, that's
Yeah,
right.
Cheeseburger.
That's right. Up on the right of the map, up at the science place, I believe it is. Up there. So, anyhow, yeah.
Who's the crazy guy that carries around the rocket launch?
I don't remember.
Oh God, what is his name? Because he shows up in all of them, huh?
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm blanking out.
His
I'd have to
dad's
look
the
it up.
politician.
Right. His dad's the politician in it.
Not Merle, is it?
No, Merle. I don't. Is it Merle? That doesn't sound right. I don't know, but his dad's the politician, and then he goes off on adventures into the jungle and shit. Like it's like a spin-off. Like the storyline like arcs off into the different games and stuff. So it's
Well,
I don't know. It's
speaking of spin-offs, have you guys seen the Far Cry New Dawn? It's like the
yeah,
post
played
that
it.
game.
Yeah, I
Played
played
it.
it.
I played a
Yep.
little bit of it. I never finished it on the Xbox. Then when I got the PC and I bought this new one, it came with it. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to refinish this game and
And then
play it with the
it didn't suck.
the twin sisters that are like crazy bitches.
Yeah. I think that the main game was better, and I think it was because I liked the story better. But New Dawn is not bad. It's
more
okay
of
for
like
what it is.
it's more of a filler game. Like,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
it's not like a full-on game. It's more like
an
he's saying, like
advanced DLC, you know, kind of type.
yeah,
yeah.
kind of like that. So, do you guys remember Overwatch?
Fuck.
Played it.
Did you hear about what's going on with all that shit with Overwatch?
No.
So apparently, the voice actress.
I think Toxic just cut out.
No, well, my controller keeps shutting off because stupid Xbox. The angel lady, the healer lady. So apparently, the voice actress for her was killed by I want to say it was her boyfriend.
What the?
Like this is like in the last 3 days or something. Like I don't remember. It's recent, real recent. And he was arrested in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil for killing. She's Brazilian, and I guess he killed her. So the voice actress has been murdered, which is horrible. Yeah, and then I guess the voice of
He was probably
not the
asking
voice.
for it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Something to do with McCree too, and it not Matthew Mercer, but something else about McCree. I saw something about it. There was some kind of like sexual something
Motivation.
court case with him. Yeah, so there's a lot of shit going on with that game right now, and it's kind of
Okay.
a thing.
Okay, but how does that have anything to do with the game? Like,
Not the
that's real
game.
life
Okay.
shit. She was just a voice.
The game that were the people that are in the game. Obviously, it's not the game. That game world. Let's just say the people that are involved with that game.
Well, I understand that as well, but at the same time, it's not like they're continuing to make voice acting for it. So like,
sure, no, this is just random shit. That was connected to Overwatch that I'm just talking about. That's it. ESO's supposedly getting a new graphical update, which is interesting.
I mean,
how that happens.
Fine for you, Xbox bags.
Well,
I'm sorry.
yes.
Sorry, that was too much.
Just a little bit. Rules.
There's rules, dude.
There's rules. But anyways, okay, so yeah, I get that for like the Xbox, like getting the updates stuff, like the graphics updates, but it's only going to be for the new genre of it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
But that's the thing. That's why I'm so like glad I switched, because we don't ever have to worry about that. We already have them. Like, literally, shit is built for PC, and then they like downgrade it to put on Xbox.
Yeah. I think we mentioned it before, but Frostpunk 2 is coming out. I don't know if you guys ever played that.
What the fuck is Frostpunk?
Frostpunk. Never played Frostpunk? It's a survival game. It's hard as shit too, but it's fun. We played it. Twitch and I played it, and I believe our friend Odin has played it. I want to say Definite Handy also played it with us, but anyhow, regardless.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for her.
I almost said his name. That's why I was like,
I was waiting for the handy.
Yeah.
That cracks me up because
it's really a hard game.
What was his name before? Does anybody remember? It wasn't even a
Brown Nougat.
Right,
Brown
that's
and
what it
Nougat.
was.
No,
Something like
that's
that,
his
yeah.
no. That's his
Yes.
Twitch name.
Yes, I know, but that was his name for just a short time on his username on Xbox.
And then a bunch of us decided to go to the Definite.
It was Umbra. It was.
Oh yes, no, I think Twitch is right.
Umbra.
It
It might be
it
Umbra.
was Umbra something.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it was something like.
It doesn't matter
regardless,
to
a
anybody
bunch of
else,
us
but
decided to go to the Definite, and it was after I switched, and I was like, oh my god, we should be like, because we had ran with the squad of scumbag for quite a while, and
there.
then
And
I
when you
got
say we ran with it, there was like 20 of us, okay, that had scumbags.
yeah, and then I
And
got
so we had a whole crew.
I got butt fucked. And somebody reported my name, and they're like, "No, you need to switch your name." So I switched it, and I was scumbag def. Was it scumbag definite?
Mental. No, it was.
Oh,
I think it
scumbag
was
mental. That's right. And so then I went with definite mental, and I was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I just got reported, blah blah blah." And so a bunch of us were like, "Okay, we're gonna have to change our names because we all had scumbag in it." And so a bunch of people started changing the names, and like Odin changed his name to Definite Odin and all that. Well, I remember one night, and it's just first name, so I'm gonna say it. But Tony was like, "I don't know what to change my name to," and I remember I was like, "I'll give you a $50 gift card to Walmart if you change it to
If you
Definite
change your
Handy."
name.
And
Yeah.
sure as shit, that night he fucking changed it to Definite Handy, and I sent him the fucking gift card, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And he has never changed it since. He has been Definite
Never.
Handy for like what, like 7 years now.
Something like that. It's been a while. Yeah.
And I still give him shit for it. And I'm just like, "Hey, Definite Handy, are you gonna give me a handy?" And he's like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "Why don't you change it, dude?" He's just like, "I
I don't know
know.
why.
Doesn't
Because
really
he's
matter."
cheap and he don't want to spend the money to change it again.
Plus, it's comical.
It is funny.
It is.
Do you guys remember when at the height of us playing Black Ops 2 and we were all scumbags and we had our crew and
Fuck yeah.
some people would rotate in or out or whatever, but do you remember when we got that message? It was me and Jesse, and we got the message from some rando that we just smashed their team, and they were like, "I see now why they call y'all scumbags."
Yep.
Oh my god! Because they just swore we were hacking, and we were not.
We were actually
we
decent
just know each other
at Black Ops 2.
Yeah, we just knew each other really well on as to how we played, and worked well together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it was just funny. I was like, "Do you remember that message we got?" And we were just laughing so hard because it was like, "Yep."
Well, it was funny too because Jesse used to get more messages than anybody.
Yeah, he did too, and I don't know why.
He was always the one that was like, "Oh, just got some hate mail." Well, Reaper, thank you for being on the show today. Hopefully, we'll have you on more often.
So we were all good at Call of Duty.
Well, yeah. We're not now.
Yeah, we talked about it on a couple of the podcasts.
We used to tear it up.
Yeah, we used to tear that up. We had a good time playing that Call of Duty too.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was a lot of us.
Toxic's talking about her. Toxic's talking about her college days when guys used to
my college days.
College.
I didn't have time to play Call of Duty in my college days. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about when they used to tear it up.
Yeah, goof now.
Oh, that. Well, that's a whole nother podcast.
Oh, that's a whole nother podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, no, for sure. Reaper, yeah, we used to really like excel at it, and we'd actually like go into lobbies and be really, really fucking
and
good.
actually win for once and not get.
I know.
And win.
Then they came out.
Dominate was more like it.
But then they came out with fucking Warzone. I'm sorry, I remember.
We had a lot of good times in Warzone. Don't get me wrong. When that shit came out, that shit was fire. That shit was so much fun to play.
It was.
You're not wrong.
Hours and hours and hours we would play.
It was addicting. It was so much fun.
Remember me complaining my hands hurt because we were playing for so many hours. I was gripping the fucking controller so hard because I was like, I'm gonna smash this guy's face. Yeah. That was such a great game.
No,
you guys are gonna hear us talk about Call of Duty a lot, number 2 on here, because I'm telling you, that was the golden days of COD. After that, there was a few that were here and there, but COD's really changed.
But yeah, as far as
Welcome
Warzone goes,
Fucking gay. Warzone sucks
knocking
dick.
stuff over.
Oh,
no,
somebody isn't very good at Warzone.
I wouldn't go that far. Okay, what burnt me out on Warzone? If we're gonna talk about Warzone, what burnt me out on Warzone
It started.
No, it was just that they didn't bring a new map out.
Map?
They
Yes,
literally
that was
took the map and they were like, no, we're gonna go back 30 years, the Cold War, which I guess we could have seen that coming, but at the same time, it's still the same fucking map. Like, I don't know, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt like we deserved a new map. We'd been playing the fucking game for so long, and it was just not new. Like they changed a few things here and there, but I don't know. That just kind of burned me out.
Yes.
I don't know. I just didn't like the feel. Not.
Yeah. Well, and we've said it before. Is if we're going to talk about map changes, Apex, for instance. Yes, they're using the same mold for the map, but to me, the new map feels completely different.
Well, and that's
than the
because they
Kings Canyon
changed
map.
everything. But at the same time,
Yeah.
like I didn't dedicate as much time to Apex as I did Warzone.
I've been playing a little bit Apex. Apex ain't bad.
Well, no,
It's
no,
fine.
See,
no,
I loved Apex. Like to me, Apex was like money. Like
yeah. I felt like it was just, I don't know.
I think
it just had a different feel.
Yeah, I think it was the right mixture of like, I don't know, battle royale feel and like.
No, I liked Apex too. Don't get me wrong.
Like the pace was a little faster too. Like it wasn't. I don't know.
It was like Warzone and Fortnite had a baby, and it was the right mix in between. Apex was just like the right mix. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's still a really fun game. I enjoy that one a lot.
Well, that's one that we've been kind of actually playing. In Reaper and Xenoid.
Yeah. Oh, he loves that game. Speaking of, Xenoid will play that game just about any time you ask him to. He loves Apex.
I'd like to get him and Reaper into the same podcast together because me Reaper and Leonoid have been playing a lot of games together, and the best one. Like I like the Apex game, but the best game we've been playing, I believe, is Squad, and it has been so much fucking fun. And that game is just, I mean, back me up here, Reaper, but that game is fucking awesome.
It is very.
See, that's PC though, right? That's just PC.
Yeah, it's PC only.
Yeah,
and it takes it's like it's got that Battlefield feel, but it's like got real.
It's like realistic.
Yes.
I don't know. It's.
Yeah, I've seen Mental's gameplay and stuff of it, and his videos, he's game clips or whatever. It looks pretty interesting, and I've also watched some other streamers or whatever play it, and it looks fun.
It's fun as fuck. So switching gears a little bit, hey Reaper.
Hey, Mental.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
So, anyways, I got my guitar today. Yeah. Have you heard about Rocksmith?
I know what it is. I haven't ever used it or anything, but I know what it is.
Because you were saying you wanted to play your guitar more, so I was just kind of like trying to switch gears here, and like I'm super excited to like start learning guitar and play guitar. I've owned 3 guitars, and I've literally probably just today played more guitar than I played in my entire life, and all I did was tune it to kind of strum on some fucking strings.
Well, let's shout out our favorite guitar person as of late. shout that person out?
Man.
As of late, if I was gonna shout out my favorite guitar person and like most like
Not like celebrity. I'm just talking
no,
about
I'm being
like who
straight
we've
up
been
like
talking about
iconic,
recently.
like the person who like I watched them play and
Yep.
literally was like, I want to play the do for sure.
The do. That's who I was talking about.
Wait, is that
So,
is that the guy, the Omegle guy or whatever?
Yeah, he
Yes.
plays
Just
on
tears it
Omegle
up.
and
Yeah.
he's like a video game. He's a big time YouTube streamer.
Yeah.
And so like I've always had an affinity to like want to play guitar and like I like piano music too. He plays piano as well, by the way.
Yes, I knew that.
And guitar was a big one that I really wanted to play, and I started watching. I actually didn't even like I didn't even know who he was, and I started watching. It's Sniping Soup,
Right.
and I started watching his shit. Well, he played with these other guys that were a part of they go by the Goons now.
Right.
And so I started watching their podcast and listening to them,
Yep.
and I found out about McNasty and the Do, and I started watching, like I was like, oh, okay, well I watched Sniping Soup's videos, I want to check out McNasty's videos. So I checked his out, and then I checked out the Do, and I was like, holy shit. And I saw some of
This
his
guy is
Omega ones,
amazing.
and he's literally ridiculous on guitar. Like he's fucking phenomenal.
I'm a fangirl here. He blew my mind. Like I mean, obviously there's a lot of talented people in this world. Okay,
Yeah.
they're all out there, but for his age, for where he's presenting himself out there, he composes his own music, and on that, what is the site called? Omegle? Is that how you say it?
Well, that's
What is it called?
Omega.
Yeah, so he gets on there and he just acts like he can't play, or sometimes he acts like he's
funny.
a girl.
He'll be like,
and he never shows his face. And yeah, he'll be like, "Hi," and then he'll be like, "Oh, did you like that?" and then everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
He's very entertaining, but just like listening to him play guitar, like it's
Very
something to
talented.
strive to be. I would never in a million years think I could ever get to that point, but I've always been very musically inclined, and I love music, and so like it was finally the other day I was watching it. I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, I want to buy a guitar. I want to actually devote time to play guitar again. So
Yep.
so yeah,
So do
as
you've made a
far
fangirl over here. You've inspired
yeah,
one of us.
as far as it goes, I will say, as far as inspiration right now, one of the most inspirational guitarists I have been watching and seeing is the Do, for sure.
Yeah. And it's made it, like I said, it's made a fangirl out of me
And
as well.
You know what else
It's
is
very
funny?
talented.
So I was like I said, I've been watching his podcast and the
Yeah.
Goons podcast.
As well.
And so you know what his name originally was? It was Mountain Dew.
Surprise!
Get you not, he loved Mountain Dew. So
Right.
but then once he started actually getting followers and like becoming like a little bit higher up in the genre and like famous, like he was like, oh shit, that's probably gonna be a not a conflict of interest, but a trademark kind of like where Mountain Dew could be like,
because the Mountain Dew. Yeah, right.
we're gonna sue him.
Yeah.
So he ended up changing his name
Copyright.
to a copyright. There you go.
Trademark.
Changing his name to The Dew instead of Mountain Dew. So I thought
But
that
yeah,
was,
if you
I
guys
thought
haven't
that was
checked
pretty
him out,
funny.
go look for him. He is so
definitely
amazingly talented.
Actually, just watch the Goons. They're all pretty funny. They have some very interesting stories, and I'll be straight up right now. Like, I've wanted to do this podcast for a long time, and just never really have done it. And I've been
for
watching
a long time, many years.
I've been watching the Goons podcast, and just I'm not trying to completely emulate what they do because we're different.
But they're an
people,
inspiration, yeah.
But I definitely do look to them for just kind of like how I would like to direct this because that's what it is. It's just we're just all over the place.
Hanging out.
We're hanging out. We're
shit.
talking about random shit.
Just talking like we normally do.
Exactly.
It's
And
if
I
that
want the
entertains
comedy
somebody, then
aspect to it, but at the same
right.
time, I do want to promote the Goons podcast. That is a great
definitely.
fucking podcast. Those guys are hilarious.
Oh.
And
I know Mental and I definitely listen to podcasts. Reaper, how about you? Do you listen to podcasts at all, or?
Yeah, I do. God, I haven't lately, but give me a second here. I'll be able to tell you exactly which
That's
ones.
okay. Well, while you're looking, I'll tell you my favorite one. I listen to a lot of different ones. And like I said, Mental and I have been discussing it recently because that's what I do when I'm cleaning or if I'm doing a craft or I'm, playing a video game. I'll just put on a podcast. So my favorite podcast, I have to shout them out because this podcast is just amazing. It's called The Box of Oddities with Kat and Jethro. And they talk about a bunch of different stuff through history, true crime. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And they're funny. They were from Maine, and I believe they moved to Florida or something, which is regardless. But they do tours around the United States as well. So they do live. They do. They do
Sorry,
have
I'm just
live
laughing.
shows.
You're like, oh, and they just moved here, and they're.
I know all about that.
They have a cat named Pebbles.
What cracks me up is
No, they have 3 dogs.
she's like, their name is this and this. Well, that's regardless.
fangirling
I'm like,
again,
that doesn't make sense, but okay, it works.
But anyhow, if you guys want another podcast that's really interesting, if that kind of topics, interest you, go check them out because it's just so random. They talk about everything. So yeah, the Goons are really great. And my favorite is The Box of Oddities. Also, Time Suck with Dan Cummins. He's an actual comedian.
Why did
It's
you
called
say
Time
suck like that?
No,
Why did you
on,
say
Dan
wait?
Cummins
Time out. Time the fuck out. Why did you say suck like that?
You gotta listen to the
literally
podcast to
sounded like a
understand why I
porno.
said it that way. You gotta listen to the podcast to understand why. But he's a comedian. He does tours as well. Yeah, pretty much. That's how he says it. And he is hilarious. He does another podcast with his wife, Lindsay, and they do like a scary story. It's called Scared to Death. But anyways, those are the 3 that I mainly listen to. Let's see, what's my last one? Oh, Mile Higher, which is another podcast. They're based out of Colorado, I believe. And they're really cool as well. They do a lot of true crime. So if you guys are looking for anything to listen to,
wait,
a few of my recommendations.
When you say true crime, what do you mean like true crime? Like they like literally take on like active cases that haven't been solved, and they're like, hey,
solved or unsolved. Yeah. No, they don't figure them out. They discuss them. Well, they discuss them. They like, hey, this is what's happening. The cops are still looking for them, or this happened and this is how the case did.
Holy shit!
What the fuck is happening?
You heard that too? Okay, I'm glad that you heard that.
No,
it literally sounded like Toxic just went under like 1,000 feet of water.
Dude, it's this app on the Xbox. It keeps turning my controller off. Okay, but anyhow.
Okay, you're back. Holy shit!
I am back.
I'm glad you survived your plunge into 1,000 feet of water.
I was hot. I had to take it.
That's hot.
Oh
I thought. I thought my internet was going out again. So I know we had this talk last week, but my internet, I'm still waiting on it. I've been having fucking bullshit issues, and I thought for sure, I was like, great, I'm disconnecting because I heard Toxic go. And I was like, what the fuck?
It just randomly turned. Well, Amazon does the same shit to me. And it's okay. Let's talk about this for a second. Why is it that some apps will fucking turn off your controller? Like you're still watching them. You're actively watching them. Things are happening. And they'll just fucking randomly turn your controller. Your controller turns off.
Apps on your
Oh my God. Technical fucking bullshit. I'm watching Netflix. And Netflix does not turn my controller off. It does not shut off. But when I'm on Amazon or this freaking app that we're using to record this, it just turns off. Okay, Skype.
I don't know.
But it turns it off. Why? It's so frustrating. And then you'll be talking and then you hear me go underwater and it's really annoying. But anyhow, that's my rant. I'm done.
No.
So.
So.
Alright. I've got. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Oh,
Take the floor. Take the
listen,
floor,
yeah.
dude. I interrupted your fire. You were red.
You were rearing to go.
No. So all I was gonna do is say that, hey, I'm gonna look up some good podcast questions.
Yeah.
Like for that we could answer. Something we could answer, but that was all I was gonna say. So Reaper, if you had.
Oh, gotcha. I was just gonna answer podcasts that I listen to.
Okay. Yeah. What is it?
So, one of them that I really like, I think that he is the funniest comedian, is Crystalia.
Oh, I know Crystalia.
Dude, he has a podcast, and it's
What's his name? Crystalia?
Yeah.
How do you say his name? Really?
Crystalia.
Yeah, he's funny.
Dahlia. Okay.
Oh my god,
Okay.
it's called Congratulations.
Yeah.
It'll make you. He is. I don't know. He's just the funniest comedian. Yeah,
see if I can find him.
Yeah, he has a. Yeah, you gotta watch his podcast.
Did you ever watch The Bear Toxic? When I sent
you sent me. No, I need to.
What
I forgot about
the fuck is wrong with you?
I forgot about it after, because I don't know.
Oh my god, Reaper, you know who Bert Krishner is, right?
Yeah,
Have
the
you
Two
seen-
Bears, whatever his podcast with.
No, I don't know if it's a podcast. He's just a comedian, but he has the one about the bear, and he's talking about like he was doing like a video show where it was like dealing with like animals, and this one just happened to be like a bear, and he's talking about it, and they're like, put the marshmallow in your mouth, and then the bear will like, and he just goes on, and he literally talks about like getting raped by a bear, and it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever.
Yeah, I'll watch it tonight. I forgot.
I was
about
fucking
it.
crying. I have never laughed so hard in my entire life. Like, I have seen tons of comedians. I have laughed at a lot of shit, but I was literally like tears rolling down my face, crying when I was watching this. So fucking funny.
Okay, I found him on Spotify. I'll go listen.
And then another one that's really good and interesting is Stuff You Should Know. So basically, it's two guys.
I know what it is.
Oh man, and
I know what it is.
They basically pick a topic and they discuss it. And this one's like 15 to 50 minutes, so they're short ones and long ones, but they go into depth about certain things.
Depth.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, you said they go into death.
Sorry,
they go into
I'm
death.
reading podcasts at the same time I'm talking to you, like reading like.
They talk about a lot of stuff, you guys.
Cleopatra, Misunderstood, CYSK selects what makes us yawn, how the fairness doctrine worked, short stuff like
how police interrogation works.
Yeah. Civil Air
Oh,
Patrol.
I can tell you about that one.
Yes, I know. I would throw that in there for you.
How Area 51 works. But anyways, they just have a bunch of good stuff about it, and it's really interesting, and it's actually a fun one to listen to. And then the other one that I did, that was
fucking mic time.
Sorry. I don't know if you guys know who Jocko is.
Oh fuck yeah, Jocko Willmott.
Jocko podcast. Yeah, I just like 50 minutes of just somebody tell me I'm a pussy.
Jocko
get me all fired up. You know what I mean?
I see him.
He's like, "What? You're tired? Well, don't."
Oh, he's
be
a retired
tired.
Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
but
Jocko,
it's really good.
he's almost like the ultimate. Like he's like Captain America.
Yeah.
Like if you like, you maybe know what I'm talking about, Reaper. But like,
yeah, he's the dude, and he was. I mean, he's a great leader. I want to put it.
Yeah.
Like I listened to his books on tape. The dichotomy of leadership. Like the man figured out how to be a leader. Like I don't know. He just takes it from a tactical side, but like all of his podcasts are super good. It talks about
I'm looking at
good stuff, and then he also Echo Charles is on there, his buddy, and they talk about stuff. But then every once in a while, he'll read a part out of a book. A lot of times it has to do with war stories, and he'll turn it take that part of the story out and then kind of weave that into like a story lesson, whatever you may want to call it, and it's just really interesting, and it's the darker side of war and this kind of stuff, but it's really powerful and good listen, and it does get you quite motivated.
He does a good job of taking like really negative situations and making you realize the good that can come out of stuff.
Yeah.
Like learning to be like just dealing with adversity and learning like just getting you in a situation to think positive in a really negative situation.
Well, speaking of that, his most shared podcast episode, the title is "You Do a Good Job Staying Calm in a Bad Situation."
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got one called Good, like a clip called Good that's really high viewed too. And
interesting. I'll check him out. Yeah, I did find him.
He's really good. I had nothing but good things to say about him.
Yeah,
he's an absolute freak though. Like I have him on Instagram, and he's like,
"Is he?
Just post shit that you're just like, oh, like you'll wake up the one day you sleep in, then you'll be on like Instagram, and it'll be like 3:15 in the morning. He's up getting a killer workout in. And he's just like, be better. You're like, I know.
You're like, all right.
Yeah, dang it. He's definitely one.
Okay, yeah. I followed him on there, so I'll definitely check him out tomorrow. Interesting. Yeah, I always like good recommendations because I have so many that I listen to, but my interests are what my interests are. You know what I mean? So
you listen to like killer podcasts? Like,
yeah, I love true crime,
is that
serial
a girl?
killers.
I mean, is that a girl thing? I think
it's a girl thing.
Yeah, yeah. You all just sitting there all day, just plotting your shit, just like, you know what? I'd kill you.
I could get away with murder. I know how to do it.
Get away with it. Yeah.
You'll never find the body.
Yeah, you better take that fucking trash out. I'll tell you what. I've been studying.
All right. So I think we're coming to a closing. I think went up into well over the hour mark, and I mean, I don't by any means want to like.
I mean,
rain on our parade.
Yeah.
It's time to shut up now.
Fuck you, Reaper.
It's just kind of funny how you just stop. You're just like,
well, I don't know. There was a lull the conversation, and we've been keeping these to about an hour or so. We can go for 2 hours. I don't give a shit. Like this podcast can be as long as we fucking want.
We sit here and talk like this anyways, so as we've said before, if this entertains somebody out there, then mission accomplished. But either way, we're going to sit here and do this anyways.
Even if it's one person.
Yeah.
But I did look up like good podcast questions, blah blah blah, and there's a lot of them here that I can ask, but this one just kind of like cracked me up because I definitely have a lot to talk about on this, and so I kind of wanted to like let's segue into this. Let's start with Reaper because he's the guest on here as of today, and actually I would like Reaper, I would like you to be a regular on the podcast if you would like to be, because the more the merrier.
We're calling you out. Pressure.
But
do this.
You're more entertaining than me.
No,
but
you guys are just buttering me up. That's what you guys.
But no, I would like you to be in on these often.
Oh, of course.
But anyways,
sit here and make fun of you for an hour.
What?
Exactly. What's to not like?
An hour or two. An hour or two. However long we decide to do these. But anyway, what is? Here we go. And this question is gonna go to everybody. So Twitch, you better take a long time to think about it because I know you
don't just
suck
go.
at fucking talking.
I don't know.
So, anyways, we're gonna start with Reaper. What is your biggest pet peeve? What just boils your blood like instantly? If you need a second to think about it, I can talk about mine.
I feel like you were ready for this, so yeah, give me a little chance to think about this.
Okay.
We'll
give Reaper a chance to think about it, and we'll go to mine. So my biggest pet peeve, and you all know this, is, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it's chewing.
Is it me? Do I get under his skin?
No, it's
Dang it.
fucking.
He's never loved you, okay?
I know that's what it is.
Fucking chewing.
Yeah, we all know this, but
like
for those that
okay,
don't, this bugs him so bad. You don't understand
but
the level.
here's the thing: is it's not like okay, so it's always been chewing. Like sitting at the dinner table, like just hearing other people chewing, I've just like been like,
just in the restaurant, just would you all shut the fuck up?
Like,
we literally have to mute
that's
our mics.
exactly
haven't
what
we had this conversation on here before, though?
Not
Mental?
on the podcast.
No,
not on the podcast.
No, but we've known him for so long. It's like we all know this.
But it's just like I can't stand chewing. Like
there's an actual name for this. I'd have to look it up, but there's a name for people who cannot stand.
You know, and it's
the sound
nothing.
Of people chewing.
Yes, and it's nothing I've ever thrown a bitch fit about. Well, except for on here.
No.
But here's the thing. Okay, so like sitting at a dinner table, hearing people chewing, like it bugs me. I hate it, and I can't stand it. But then we'd get on the mic, and this is why I always give Twitch shit, because it's just like it's literally in my eardrums. Like, no, can't do it.
Make sure I have.
I don't even think I'm much of a smacker though. Like,
it's not smacking, dude. That's it. It's not smacking.
It's just the sound
chewing.
of your teeth grinding the food.
I don't even like when I chew. like if I'm being honest,
I actually don't want to do this.
I don't like the sound of it.
I gotta eat, but I don't want to.
It just bugs the fucking shit out of me. So that's my biggest pet. And then okay, so going into it a little more, I always had this little like where I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
And when I started playing online games, and we hung out with people like Kiba.
Oh
my fucking God. Literally
love
would
you
like
if you hear this.
Oh fuck!
Hey,
on the mic.
You ate food right there, bro. You clapped your cheeks,
dude.
You talking about?
I couldn't do it. Do you remember how rude I used to get it?
Twice as bad as that.
Like Twitch. Yeah. Do you remember how rude I used to get with that? Like Twitch, I'd be like, "You're chewing on the mic. Please stop." And you'd be like, "Oh, okay," and you'd mute your mic. But Kiba used to just like, I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit! Fuck off!" And like he'd be like, "What the fuck?" Dude, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I couldn't.
I think there's two types of people though. Hear me out. There's two types of people when it comes to people that smack like that. I think there's people that were not taught better manners or just don't give a fuck. and then there's people who I think legitimately can't breathe properly because whether they have like a deviated septum or they're, overweight in some way. No, I'm just saying, I think there's two different kinds. Now, if it's because you just don't have manners,
he didn't have manners.
Grow the fuck
he could
up.
literally
have manners.
Casey's like, I don't.
But yeah, as far as it being an annoying sound, it's horrible. It was horrible.
Shut up, guys. Shut up, dude.
Shut up, bitch. Oh.
But you are the only person I know by far that it annoys to that extent.
No, it literally will set me off. Shut up, asshole!
I'm trying, bro.
See, and this is why we can't have these two guys together on a podcast, because it just don't work.
No,
it's nothing but laughter.
Exactly why we need these two guys.
I know.
But no, shut up.
Oh shit! No. like I only eat
I only eat my food.
right down
Straight down that.
All right, Reaper, you've had time to think. What is yours? Come on now.
I don't.
There's got to be something in life that just is. It may be stupid to other people, and you just be like, "Oh my god, why does this even bother me?" It doesn't matter. Just something. What bothers you?
Your wife around?
Yeah, right. You gotta be careful before you answer out loud if she is.
Oh man.
If she's gone, you can tell us.
Dude,
Come on, this is safe space.
I'm gonna
The way
pass.
people
I'm gonna pass as the toxic because I'm still thinking.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to really
Figure-
think about it. 'cause, Like
no,
a lot of
that's
shit don't
fine.
bother me. Like I'm very zen. I'm just like, huh.
I'm
I guess that
very
is what
zen.
it is.
Fucking
Yeah.
shut the
Dude,
fuck
like-
up.
Okay,
Alright.
fine. I'll tell you mine. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of shit bothers me. I'm pretty cool with everybody, but yeah, there's stuff that goes on in my head, and I'm just like, what the fuck, people. But I think my main thing is I don't like closed-minded people in general, like out in the world. I
That's
don't.
your
I
pet
think
peeve
it's
is
very.
closed-minded people.
Yeah, I don't like arrogance. I think that's the main thing. Why is that funny?
Like, I don't like.
It's
I just
just
don't
so
like people,
like.
you know, fall out, whatever.
like-
Casey's like, I don't like people who chew on fucking food.
It doesn't have to be the
No,
same.
okay,
It's something that
But
bothers
here's the
me.
thing: is we're talking about like pet peeves, like shit,
Yeah.
that, like just
Okay,
ticks
all right,
you,
then fine,
and
fine.
you're
All right,
literally
that is my pet
generalizing with closed-minded people.
You're like,
Listen, okay, you guys are not gonna let me explain myself.
No,
Listen to what I'm saying.
I will.
No,
I will totally let you explain yourself, but I'm just saying, like this is like
This
pet
is my pet peeve.
Like
This
what-
is my
like-
pet peeve.
like instantly fires you up, like gets you pissed off. You can't say closed-minded people because they're
But
abundant.
it does.
But no, okay, let her explain herself. Give her the floor.
All right.
Okay, let me tell you this one, and then I'll pick a different one because we were just talking about it yesterday. Okay, how about that? The reason I pick closed-minded people is because I hate. This is my pet peeve. I hate when you're talking to people and they're so closed-minded that they are not open to somebody else's way of life or somebody else's idea or somebody else's opinion, and they automatically judge and close
Sounds
you
like
off. That is my,
99% of America.
and that's fine, but it bothers me. That
Okay,
is my pet
I
peeve.
totally agree with
Because
That's
I
a big
think it's
bummer.
arrogant and it limits your knowledge in life, your growth by being
you. Oh
closed-minded.
yeah,
You can have
Oh,
your
yeah,
opinions.
absolutely, absolutely.
But if you can't have, you don't have the ability to maybe come to the fact that your opinion might be wrong, and that you
Okay,
might have
that's
to
what I'm
change
getting
it
at.
even if you don't like to.
Well,
And that's that's
and
one
It's
of my
okay
pet
to be
peeves,
wrong.
right?
You know?
exactly.
But don't call somebody else wrong just because you don't believe their way of doing
Yeah.
things.
And
But
I agree.
now let me give you my
I
second one.
agree.
Big
I
fact.
agree with that. 110,000%. But I just
Oh, I got mine.
the only reason I
Oh,
think
God.
That
we
just popped in my head.
shit. Oh shit. The only reason that
Sorry,
we
you can-
we laughed is because it's like that's such a common thing. Like I feel like 90% of the time that I talk to somebody, they're just closed-minded. And like you can say everything and you can have all the facts behind it, and they're gonna be like, no, I believe what I believe, and no matter
Yeah.
what you say, it's not gonna change. I believe what I believe. Like it's
Well, and my thought behind it is with my experience in life, I've tried to look at everything by like, hey, what could this person teach me? What experience can they share with me that I have not had? And then that gives me an outlook onto life maybe that I didn't see. But if I was closed-minded and just be like, you know what? No, you're fucking wrong. I'm not going to listen to you. Then I'm just going to be living my same thought process, my same way of doing things my whole life, narrow-minded and you know, rose-colored glasses, and I only see my way of doing it. When if I've gone out there with my way of looking at things, I've met some really, really, really interesting people And I may not agree with what they're doing. I may not agree with their lifestyle or the choices that they've made, but I'm not opposed to listening to what they have to say. And I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about anything other than life, who they are as a person. And if they're willing to share a piece of themselves with me or their experiences with me, why would I close that off? How am I going to know about something different if I just automatically just shut them down because I just don't want to hear it because I just think they're wrong. I feel like I'm just putting myself at a disadvantage. I am hurting my own self by not being open-minded enough to listen to somebody else's way of doing something. I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it or apply it to my life, but I've met so many neat people. It's just some interesting things that I've heard by listening to people that are different than me. And I think if more people would do that, just be open to listening, you would just give yourself so many more windows to, or doors or whatever to go through in life, and you could grow personally, and that's what it's about for me. So that's why I said that.
No, I
Last
agree.
thing I'll
I
say
agree.
is the one that really bothers me, since we were talking about it yesterday. Now, I don't always speak properly, especially when I speak fast or we're laughing and
Oh,
I
Ambien.
stumble over
Oh,
my words.
Library.
I'm gonna cut you.
Toxic.
My
machine.
knife is right
Toxic
here.
loves the
I can't
library.
even say it wrong.
Oh,
Wash machine.
I hate when people say library or warsh. Can you please spell library? Brary. It's not library. I'm not going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask a question. I hate when people speak like that because it makes them sound so unintelligent. You just sound so stupid. And they
Lots
don't
of
even
people in the
realize it.
South dislike this.
I don't care. I was born in the South, but I don't speak like that. If we're screwing around, sometimes I'll throw a word out there or whatever. But in general, learn the English language. I mean, that's what we speak.
Say all or y'all?
If I'm speaking to my family back east, I pick up on their accent very easily and I'll say y'all. But out here, no, it's all.
Out here.
She's like,
He
yeah,
lives
you
in
weirdo.
California.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, so anyways, those are my two. That's why I picked that, and I know you guys don't like my answer, but that's okay.
No. We're
That's
completely
what
okay with your answer.
that's what bothers me is closed-minded, narrow-minded people. And again, it's not religion, it's not
assholes.
politics, it's in general.
Okay. Y'all don't like assholes.
All right. Twitch. What fucking gets your fucking gear?
And abroad, shitty drivers. But in general, it's just fucking people's spatial awareness. People who either fucking stand close to you, in a fucking line, or just in public, and they gotta be right up your fucking ass.
Twitch is a
It
social
drives me fucking nuts.
Hey, he's fired
Twitch
up.
is a social
You know-
distancer.
The only good thing that came out of fucking COVID was people learned to stay 6 feet fucking away.
I would have to agree.
Like,
So Twitch is a
fuck.
psychopath who wants to kill everybody. Okay, got it.
Well, that, like, and that's like it went hand in hand with like people who can't fucking drive.
Yeah.
Oh, it went hand
Like,
in hand now. Okay.
Holy shit! They
Well,
have
it's
no
gotten
idea
worse with
what the
technology
fuck is
being
going
available
on.
in cars and stuff, but yeah, in general, I agree with you with bad driving. Now, as far as the social distancing thing, I have a short little clip to throw in here about that. Not to speak anything about any other culture. I love them all, but I know in
She's gonna
different
be
cultures, it's not. No, I just know that in different cultures, they don't have the same. It's not common to go, okay, it's good manners not to stand right up this other person's ass while we're in line. They just don't think about it like that. And I know here in America, which is where we're at, that's good manners. You generally try to keep at least elbow length distance between you and the other person when you're in
Since
line, except
when?
for now during COVID. That's the way I was raised. Like you don't
Okay.
stand right up somebody's ass when you're standing in line. It's just not good manners.
Oh, you've never been in the military.
Well, that's different. That's different.
We
But, like,
literally call
for
it nut to butt.
We went to Disneyland, right?
Hey.
And it was like the
Wait, what you know
50th
about that?
What you know about nut to butt?
Listen to my story, damn it. We went to Disneyland, 50th anniversary, 100,000 plus people there, okay? And Disneyland.
Nobody was nuts a butt.
No, listen.
There was not a single nut to any butt.
People from all over the world
there
come
was
there.
no nuts on any butts.
There were nuts on butts. And that was the point that I'm getting at, is that I noticed it's more of a cultural thing versus not just a bad manners thing. And I think that that's something people maybe need to remember, when you're out there and you're getting frustrated, is that sometimes they're not even aware of it because they don't think about it, because in their culture, they just don't really do that kind of thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in the comments want to say anything about that? But that's kind of how I see it, is sometimes people just really don't think about those things. But yeah, I the way I was raised, it's manners. You just try to keep at least an elbow's length distance in between you and the person that's standing. Yeah, at least. At least. I mean, I don't stand there with my elbows up, but like, you think about it. You okay? Make sure there's at least, an arm length, an elbow length.
By toxic logic, I'm gonna throw elbows at everybody that I.
Why are these people all of a sudden walking with their elbows up everywhere?
All right.
But anyhow,
okay. I got you. I got you. All right. Now the one we've been waiting for, Reaper.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
What is your tick? Pissed off. I can't stand.
You guys really want?
Yeah.
Grinds my gears than anything.
What?
Like I'm a pretty simple guy. But
you're pretty reasonable. You're back.
You are laid back.
What grinds your fucking gears? And please tell me so I know, so I can come down on Thanksgiving.
We'll all do it next time.
Just literally grind your gears.
Somebody grabs food off your fucking plate.
Even your wife?
Oh.
Does it bug you when she
doesn't matter. I bought the food. I want to enjoy the whole thing. That's the
I actually resonate with this. I swear to God. Yes, I agree. Fuck.
I cannot say it. That literally, especially.
Dude, I shit you not. Okay.
I get to the point now where it's like, I'm gonna get extra something because I know that it's gonna get eaten. If I look away for too long, it's gonna be gone.
I think if somebody invites you and say, "Hey, do you want the rest of my fries?" That's one thing. But yeah,
I actually
asking,
have a story about this. So I was working in the jail.
Yeah.
And it was one of my coworkers. And when you're working in the jail, you can't leave. Whatever. So I ordered food. And I was like, hey, anybody else want some fucking food? And a couple of them were like, yeah, no. So I ordered a bunch of food. One of the guys says, no, I'm good. Cool. No food for you, blah, blah, blah. Well, food comes in. I'm starving. Like, we were working 12-hour shifts.
Right.
And I'm literally just hungry as fuck. Food comes in. And I opened this, like, little box thing that they had the food in. And I took a bite out of the burger. I'm hungry. I'm fucking starving. And over my shoulder, I see this fucking hand grab a couple fries. And I turned around and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I freaked out. I was pissed. I was like, are you fucking shit? Like, and he was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, why are you freaking out? I'm like, dude, this is my food.
I literally just asked you.
I paid for it. You didn't even want any food. Like,
well, not to mention he didn't even ask. Like, hey man, can I have a fry?
He just reached over my hand, and then all of a sudden he like tried to play it out like I was the bad guy for freaking out because he grabbed my food. No, so I completely 110% agree with you, Reaper. Like, fuck yeah, like that shit pissed me off.
Wow. Yeah. Like, if my family does it, it doesn't necessarily bug me, but
Doesn't
like
matter.
I've never had like
Doesn't matter.
somebody I didn't really know grab my food. So like, I don't know, I'd probably freak out too. Be like, yo, what the fuck? This is my shit. Who are you? Why are you grabbing my shit? I think I would have been mad though, Mental, because you literally asked if he wanted anything and he's like, no, I'm good. And
yeah, and then that was the worst part, is he tried to put it off like, well, I didn't know that he didn't want to have in a code. Really?
Again, it goes back to manners. How were you raised? Who raised you? Obviously, they didn't teach you any good manners.
Well,
And
it
on
was
that
like
day,
it was
the
like a
OC
few weeks
sprayed
later. He was like,
actually.
"You remember when you freaked out about the food?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember when I freaked out about the food. What the fuck?"
I'd do it again, sucker. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, now we all know what bugs us, so
All right.
push my buttons.
So we are definitely. Oh my god, we're almost an hour into this extra.
Yay! Hey, this is
But
what happened.
I've got more questions because there's a lot of good questions on here that I want to
Okay,
ask.
let's ask another one. Let's do it.
Well, and there's nothing saying it has to be an hour long.
No,
Come on.
we're not
Okay.
gonna get fined. Hours. Good.
If you won $10 million tomorrow, what would you
Oh
spend it
boy,
on?
what would I spend it on?
Let's start with Twitch.
Yeah, I already know what the
No,
top one would. All right,
we're starting with Twitch.
all right.
Twitch, if you won $10 million tomorrow, if you were given $10 million, whatever, what would you spend it on? And why?
Well, first I'd probably buy a house, then a car, and a boat.
Such a guy answer. All right.
And then, I would look for investment.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Tip him.
Believe it or not.
No. Your answers are good, but they're just like.
And a lot of extracurricular activities. Just throw that one out there. And a lot of extracurricular activities.
But it's not like it's just not like okay. Yeah. You have a good answer.
You got to stipulate mental. If you had $10 million that you could just piss away for no reason, didn't have to be responsible, what would you do?
Okay. Hold on. let's find another question. That question I literally answered that question 5 seconds that I said it. Which also helped me answer it because it was like, yep, that's exactly what it's gonna be for everybody. I'd buy a house,
Yeah.
I'd buy a fucking pickup, and I'd buy a boat. Like just. All right.
Okay.
So let's find another question.
Another. So excited.
All right. That's a curious one. I mean, that one's got a lot of like area to go.
We don't know which one you're talking about, dude.
I know. I'm
You
like,
didn't say
yeah,
anything.
and
No.
oh no.
But I'm kind of scared to ask this question.
Okay, just remember rules, people. Consider that with your
There's no
answers.
rules.
No rules.
Okay, there's one rule.
All
There's
right.
guidelines.
All right. We'll go with this question.
Okay.
What do you think the world will look like in 50 years? Starting with toxic. 50 years.
Based on what we see now, or just in general?
Literally, all the question says is, what do you feel like the world will look like in 50 years? And I'm run with it.
Kind of a broad thing. I mean, in general, people are always people. I mean, we've changed a lot based on, technology and advancements and whatnot. And I'm sure those are going to come in 50 years as well. But in general, I think the human species is the same. We're always going to be who we are, what we are. So I think humanity itself is going to look pretty much the same thing. You've got the good, you've got the bad, and whatever. I mean, I don't think, based on everything that's going on now, I don't think that the end of the world is coming, in 10 years, or, COVID's the downfall of humanity and it's coming soon. I don't think anything like that. I think we've gotten through a lot of bad things in the past, and I think we're going to go ahead and get through everything that's here now. So in 50 years, I mean, I think it's going to be pretty much the same as it's always been, with some advancements in technology and different things, just like we've always been. I really don't think it's going to be all that different than what we know now, other than, like I said, the advancements in technology and stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think California's gonna fall into the ocean. I don't think there's gonna be a nuke.
God,
I
I
don't
hope it
think
does.
I really don't think anything like that's gonna happen. We're still gonna have our conflicts and our wars. There are gonna be good people and bad people. We're gonna have crime.
Really?
There's gonna be diseases. I just really don't. I mean, I'm
That's
hoping there'll
what
be
you think
medical
about for
advancements.
50 years, right?
I know, but like I just don't see, not to be nerdy and throw out Star Trek here, but I don't think we're going to have the Federation ideals or anything like that to where we're going to have no war, no conflict. I don't think I just don't see it. And I don't think the aliens are going to come and kill us all off, or anything like that. I think it's just going to be
Okay.
the same as it's always been. I think people are going to just continue on and adapt to whatever life throws at us. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be living on Mars or anything, or have colonies out there. No,
In
I don't.
50 years?
I don't. No, I don't think it's gonna happen in 50 years. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I think that that's definitely something that could happen in the future, but I don't think that we're advanced enough, even within 50 years, to maybe get up there. I don't.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Reaper, what do you think?
50 years? Oh man, I don't know.
He's just
I would.
blast talk.
Well, I think we'll be. We can imagine. To be honest with you, I mean,
It's always been that way, though, don't you think? I mean, we've always.
But we haven't had the technology that we've always had. 1950, we have had nothing compared to what we have now. I mean, just think about like how far games have came from the late.
Do you think we're gonna have a boom,
And
like we do every so
if
many
I
years?
if I can interject a little bit, okay.
Sure.
Ooh, I guess.
So think about it. So say 50 years ago from now, say we were in the year 2000. 50 years ago from now.
Whoa, man, buddy. You mean, was it 1981?
Say we were
50
in the
years
year.
ago.
Say we were in the year 2000. 50
50
years
years
ago
ago.
from there, that's 1950s.
Right.
So I'm still trying to figure out where what you were.
I thought you said 50 years ago, the year 2000 is what you said. That's why I was like, whoa,
Thank
buddy,
you,
your
Twitch.
math.
No. Okay. So say we were in the year 2000. 50 years ago from there, we literally, technology-wise, we had nothing. Okay. Look at how far we've come from even the year 2000 to the year 2021. 21 years. I know. It's a long time. But look at how far we've come. So here's my stance on it. Is who fucking knows where we can go in 30 years?
50.
But in 1950, we did have a lot. Like we just came out of the war, and there was
that's what I was
so
saying.
much technology then.
We have a boom in technology and forwarding every so many years.
And if you really, just like anything, if you want to break it down, probably about every 50 years, it's just another step from what we had before.
Technology compared to what we have now?
I mean, if you wanted, everything we have now was because of what we had in 1950.
Well, no shit. Everything we have now was based upon the fact that we had something in the future, or not the future, but beforehand, that led us up to having what we have now, right?
Yeah, and that's...
I'm just saying, like, looking 50 years in the future, Who the fuck knows what we're? I mean,
I think we're closer to an advanced world than you think. I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't even know that's out there already,
yeah.
and technology that may be suppressed.
I
guess
well,
in a way, I think
I
there's just a lot more out there, and we're a lot closer than we think
yeah.
to that kind of stuff. But one cool thing I
agree.
did think about quite a bit that I think this is going to be awesome, kind of different for us. So you get older, you know what I mean? You gotta get put in a retirement home, right?
Right.
You don't get
Yeah.
to do much, whatever. But I thought about this, and I was like, how much games have evolved from like I said, in late '90s to the 2000s, 2010s. Like each year they're more realistic, better, bigger. Everything you could wish for, right?
Right.
Well, I can guarantee in 50 years the virtual reality that you're going to be able to do is going to be crazy. Now, I think there might be a little bit of an issue with virtual reality, but like being old and like, you know what I mean? You're just
Hey
kind of
now,
grumpy, can't be
I
doing
feel
much.
personally attacked.
I'm not attacking. I'm just saying, think about this for a second. In 50 years, you're going to be able to plug yourself into a game.
Okay, in 50 years, I'm gonna be 97. I'm not gonna give a fuck.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Toxic,
whoa!
Be
does,
Hang on,
dead.
Toxic
time out, though.
doesn't
Time
have
out,
50
time out.
years.
Okay, well, I'm just
The
saying.
rest of us do, but
Years,
Toxic
20
doesn't.
years, 20 years, 20 years.
No,
Um,
I completely agree with what you're
but
saying.
you're gonna be able to get plugged into a game.
Be
Like
bright.
you're gonna be like 8 years old, and they're like, "What do you want to do today?" And you're gonna be like, "Nah, just plug me in." And you just go be Master Chief for the day, right? You just play
Is that how it's
whatever.
gonna
You know what I
go?
mean? How cool that would be, and like how I don't know. I just think that would be fascinating to that point where like I'm excited for that. I know that sounds weird. You're like, "Oh, well, getting old."
No, it's
No,
not
I
weird.
agree.
And
I
But
agree
well,
it's
with
and
just
like
it.
I said, I'm not saying that there's not going to be any advances. That's not what I
yeah.
meant. That's why I was asking Mental
Toxic's just
to kind of
But I
mastermind be
think
here
that
for it.
define it.
especially
What do you
for
He's
mean in
500 years
general,
old.
or
I also think that it'll be a big kind of a hit point for like the older generation.
yeah,
Because like we grew up with games,
right?
and then in 20 years, the games that we play now are going to be completely obsolete to what it used to be back then. But
Yeah,
could you imagine like they're like, oh yeah, just plug him into
like a
Skyrim.
virtual reality
Yeah,
type
like
thing.
plug him into
Yeah,
Skyrim. He loves that shit. You know what I mean?
not our type of VR, but like I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like you get plugged into a game like Ready Player One, like you kind of get plugged in,
Mhm.
or like Gamer, something like that. Like you're in the
Mhm.
game, kind of something like that. Like I don't know. I just think it's
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna be in the rest home still playing video games, so that would
so
be
well.
pretty
That's what I'm
cool. I'm
talking
just
about. But
saying.
I'm saying if you could not have to use a controller and you just like get plugged into the game and you have all the strength and power as that character, so to speak. I
That
don't know.
would
I
be
just think
really
it'd
cool.
be badass. Like you know what I mean? Like you're with your four buddies are across the United States. They're all in a nursing home, and you're like, "Hey, let's get on. Let's go play some Destiny." You know what I
Let's
mean?
get
Then you
on.
guys go fucking playing Destiny together. Then you're like, "All right, it's my nap time."
That's Jake for
Like that'd be
sure.
fun as shit.
Jake's
Right?
gonna be in a nursing home, like, hey, let's play Destiny.
You're like, "Hey, no, I told the nurse to change me right here. Yep, I shit my pants again." But hey,
Like, you'll be in virtual reality, and they'll be like, "Oh, hold on. I think I'm getting changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
I just,
cleaner.
Yeah.
All right,
shit
let's go."
like that makes me excited. It's just
Yeah, no, definitely. And again, that's why I was asking Mental to kind of define the question, because I'm not saying again there's not going to be any advancement. Sure. Oh yeah, we've had a lot of advancements, and again society goes through a boom in
oh yeah,
technology, a renaissance,
people
for
are never
lack of a
gonna
better
change.
word. Yeah.
Change no matter
But
what we get, no matter
right,
what we go
that's
through. It kind of people stay the
yeah.
same throughout time.
Well,
Yeah.
and in the 50s, or in the past, just pick any era in the past where they were like, "What do you think it's going to be like in 2001?" And they thought, "Oh, we were going to, be living in colonies on other planets and all this stuff." Of course, we're going to think about those things, but do I think we're going to actually be there? No, I personally do not think we're going to be colonizing Mars in 50 years. That's my personal opinion, but who knows? I don't know, with Elon Musk and all his harebrained ideas. You just never know. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. What's that one cartoon? I'm trying to think of what it was, where they were all plugged into these chairs. They never walked. Everything was all
Matrix.
virtual. No, not the Matrix. I said cartoon. I forget what cartoon it was, but then everybody was becoming overweight because they never exercised, and everybody was plugged in.
Wally, bro.
There you
yeah, it
go.
was
How
Wally.
could you Wally's the shit.
So will it be like that?
No, okay,
Or
that's where I'm getting at though.
I know.
Like,
that's what I was thinking when you were
I'm
talking
super
about it.
excited for it, but it's a fine line because at some point you can make, you know what I mean, with human nature, you could be in a reality which is better than what you're living in.
Better
That could
for
be
reals or better because you think it is? That's what I'm
That's
getting
what I'm
at.
saying, and that, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
That's why I said there's a little bit of worry to it because there's always going to be a negative to advancements in technology. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's why I said people are still going to be people. It doesn't matter if we do advance our technology, which we will, but in general, I think people are just going to be still doing the same things that we have always done. We're still going to have wars. We're still going to have conflicts. We're still going to have people doing good, living our lives, going to work. Will we have flying cars?
That's our problem.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
But that's our
I mean, I know.
problem. Like,
Why?
am I wrong?
What do you mean that's our problem?
Here's the thing: is we are people, quote unquote people, and we're fighting over what skin color we have or where we live on this fucking world.
Yeah.
Granted, well, not, but like we could be going out of like I'm having a huge brain block right now.
Basically, what you're saying, if we could work together, we'd be way more advanced and could do way more stuff.
Like we could
Right.
be
Yes.
a
We should be way farther along.
Cohesion, like one planet united. Like in like explore universe, like whatever the fuck.
Like Star Trek, like I was just saying.
Well, it's not even that. It's
but that's the ideal, isn't
bullshit,
it?
like
Hasn't that always been the ideal for the human race, is to have a not utopian, but kind of a peace situation where everybody sees past color and
well, exactly.
everybody works together. But that's the catch. We're humans, and everybody has different ideas, different opinions, and it makes it really hard to attain that. I'm just saying it makes it hard to attain that because just because we say that and a lot of people think the way that we do does not mean that everyone does. And so it's hard to attain that. So do I think that that's something that's going to happen in 50 years? No. No, I don't, because people are people. I would love for it to be that way.
I would just be happy to see. To be honest.
Well, me too.
Me too. Me three.
But I don't think we're gonna blow ourselves up. I don't think it's gonna be some post-apocalyptic world because everybody fucking had a war and blew each other up. I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. I think people are just gonna be still doing the same thing that they always do. And hopefully we've made some medical advancements, technological advancements. Sure.
Say aliens came down.
Okay.
They are among us.
What do you think that would entail?
Okay, Hollywood makes. I have a lot to say about this. I watch.
This isn't Hollywood. This isn't Hollywood.
I know. Let me finish. I know a lot of people either are for believing in aliens and some people are not. And I know we've, outside of our podcast thing, we've all talked about this many times. I personally believe that it is arrogant to believe that we are the only species in the world, in the universe. Not in the world, but in the universe.
Yeah.
I think there's other life out there. Do I think that they're little green men that want to anal probe us or kill us off just because they fucking can? No. I don't think that that's true. Do I think they're going to come and just dominate the world and kill us all off just for the fuck of it because their planet has been destroyed and they need a new planet? Why would you pick Earth? I mean, there's so many planets out there. Like, why?
Like, we're food.
Well, then there's that.
Because we're food.
And that's what Hollywood, all the movies, which I love those movies. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about sci-fi, fantasy, all those things. But I just don't think that they're gonna come here and just be like, you know what? We're not gonna respond to anything that you say. We're just here to
Okay.
kill you all.
Okay.
For what reason? Why?
I get that. I get that. Okay.
Food.
For food.
Not all I got, but food.
I mean, I don't know why they would come here. I don't know.
I
Maybe
get
we're
that.
tasty.
But have you watched fuck, what's that show called? It's like Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, I knew that's where you're going with that.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah, I've watched Ancient Aliens.
Okay. Do you think that
That
they
they've been here
had
before.
like that they've been here before and they had like that
Contact with us
no,
and
not
like
contact,
they're observing us.
but like the instrumental like portions of where like they helped us create the things they create like we've
Like
created
they helped
as
us
humans.
along every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pyramids, damn it.
Well, I mean,
Shut up, Cole.
based on archaeological finds throughout history,
You fucker.
there are some things that are unexplained within the hieroglyphs and different like cave markings and Stonehenge type
Which
things.
I agree.
So maybe, I mean, how do you explain a drawing in a 5,000-year-old cave that looks like there's a saucer up in the sky and everybody's like, oh fuck, there's a saucer. What is that?
Okay,
I how do you
agree,
explain that
but
then?
at the same time, how do you explain like how many no no more contact? Like just like
Yeah,
How do you know they're not
we're
having
out.
contact?
Like
You know how many
we
people out there
taught you
think that we've been abducted?
we taught you a couple things and we're done. Like fuck off, peace off. Like
I think the government
out.
knows. I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory here in any way, guys.
Uh-oh,
I'm
here
not.
we go.
But I do think that the government knows a little bit more than what they let us know, which would be smart.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. They come for you.
Hide your kids.
They're raping everybody.
I do think that there's some technology out there that the mass general public knows nothing about, and our government does. But
all right, Bill Clinton,
I don't
tell
know.
us.
Oh God, he would be the least person. Okay, let's not go there.
Obama?
Yeah, you got stuff.
Oh my! Stop making me say stuff I don't need to say. But
Bill Clinton.
Know. What do you
Tell
guys
me
think?
what you know.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I didn't have sexual relations with an alien.
I think Monica
that woman
was the
sucked my dick.
Monica!
No, Monica!
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Monica! Oh, by the way, if anybody's, I don't even know if I'm interested yet, but I just saw a commercial on FXX.
Yeah.
They are completely remaking the Bill Clinton Monica Lewinsky story, and
oh God,
it looked hilarious. It was literally like the commercial I saw was the dude. He was standing there and he's like got like I think he was a pilot, but he's got like his uniform on. He's like, my wife just went into a building with Monica Lewinsky. Like, oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Is this supposed to be like a documentary or a recreation of real life or a comedy? What is this supposed to be?
I think it's supposed to be still hilarious.
All right, bringing it back around. So I've kind of said what I thought. If they ever came, I don't think that they necessarily be here to be hostile. But I'm not saying that they're going to come and be like, "Hey, we're friends. We come in peace."
Have you never seen Battle of LA?
Let me see you.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Show me your dick.
What do you?
Not ever seen
seriously, what do you guys think, though? What do you think? Do you think that it's possible that aliens?
Honestly, I think if they ever came here, if they had the ability to come here.
What do you mean ability? I'm sure they're further along than us, unless they're amoebas or something. But yeah, okay. What about it?
What I'm saying is, if they have the ability to come here, they've been doing centuries.
Right.
I feel like if they were gonna come here, it would literally be like resource related, and they would try
like they need something.
Yep.
Right.
They would literally try to wipe us out.
Well,
Now,
that's kind of what
granted,
wipe us
now,
out? Not like, hey, we came just because we found you and
well,
what are you guys about?
they're not gonna come up and be like, "Hey, we need all your resources. You're gonna give them to us?" No, they'd be like, "Hey, we're here for your resources. Get fucked." But kaboom, like you're dead.
Maybe. See, but that's the thing. We just don't know. I mean, I
mean,
don't know.
don't know. I
I
don't
guess that
know
would be a
either.
reason for them to come and do that. But I don't think they're just going to come just to fuck us over just because they can. Like, what would be the? I mean, I don't know. I guess if that's fun for
Well,
aliens
okay,
to do, I guess.
you gotta remember, you're looking at this from a human perspective, where it's like you have a
True.
rational reasoning. Now, if
Right.
they
That's
came here
true.
for resources, they don't give a fuck what the fuck we're thinking of.
Well, and that's yeah, that's true. Human emotions and
It's
whatnot.
straight up like we're here to get, I don't know, water, and you've got a
Right.
lot of it, and we have none of it. Now you're gonna die.
Give me your skin.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah. Okay, Reaper, what do you think?
Oh,
Do you
man.
think that there's alien life out there? Let's start with that first. Do you think that it's possible that there's
Start with that.
another living
Wait,
something
you guys
out there
never
in the
asked me
universe?
that question.
Okay, what do you think? Well, you just answered it. You said that they would come
Well, I've just said if
You
if they
literally
were.
said they're coming here to take our resources
to
kill
take
us.
all of our skin.
I know.
You literally.
I know, but you never like legit asked me the question.
All right,
like,
legit.
do you
Okay,
think
hold
they're
on.
out there?
Mental, legitly, do you think that there's life out there?
Oh fuck yeah! Yes, absolutely. Now, granted, I know there's a lot of scientific shit behind this and this and that and like blah blah blah, but no, I heard this thing the other day. Actually, one of the podcasts I follow. I'm not gonna like rat this guy out for this, but he was like, "Oh, you can't have any like life on these planets without carbon, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Okay. Okay, that makes sense." But if you look at it, it's like look at how many fucking possibilities there are in the planet. Like the Milky Way is fucking huge, and that's our
Right.
galaxy. And we've discovered what, 4 other ones?
Yeah.
So, okay, come on now.
Well, and that's assuming that they're going to be anything like us, which they probably would not be because they're coming from somewhere else. So
Well,
don't
and
you
I'm
think
not
that
saying they're gonna be
the life on this
humanoids.
planet has adapted in many ways? And I'm not just talking about humans, I'm talking about plant life, all those things have adapted to a certain extent to continue on, right? So if you come
Yeah.
from a different planet, what's to say that they need carbon or that they need oxygen or
Well,
that they need water? We don't know that.
they've apparently, I don't know, I'm not a fucking scientist, but they've established the fact that for any like advanced life form to sustain themselves regardless of where they're at, they have to have like some sort of carbon
Well, I don't know much about it, like
platform.
as that goes, but yeah, okay. I mean, I can't intelligently
But at
argue
the
that
same
fact because
time,
I really
it's
don't
just
know that.
like, okay, well, I also know of 3 other galaxies. So
Yeah.
who's to say that there isn't carbon based whatever on,
Somewhere else.
you know,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, then that goes back to what I said. It would be arrogant of the human race to just assume that we were the most intelligent and the only life out there.
Yeah.
Because there's so many possibilities. How do we know that? Like, why would we say that we're the only ones?
Well,
No,
and
I just don't agree with that.
and this goes completely back to something that we originally never wanted to talk about. And
Okay.
I don't know, I guess if we're going to bring it up for one podcast, we're going to bring it up, but religion and the
Yeah.
Bible and all that shit, and like it goes completely against that shit. And
Oh,
I don't know. Me personally,
I can't get
like,
into it.
I
think we're
I am
overstepping
literally
boundaries here.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta stick
no,
to the guidelines.
no.
Stick to
Well,
guidelines.
I am talking me personally.
Mhm.
I don't believe in the Bible. I sorry, it pisses you off. My personal opinion, I do not believe in the Bible. I don't believe in any of that shit. I believe it was created for other reasons other than like anyways, whatever. Blah blah blah. I could go on all fucking day about it. But personally, I don't believe in it. I believe in the scientific fact of shit. And the planet.
Of evolution.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. And
So,
everyone has different views, and that's okay. That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes it unique, and everybody's on their own journey. So it's okay if you believe something different than somebody else. But
well,
yeah, I mean,
exactly. But
I have
that
my own views on all that coming from a very religious background and upbringing. Um, but everybody has to believe what they want. But yeah, I mean, the scientific parts of it, it's that's the great debate. Either you live
yep.
off faith or you live off facts. And sometimes those cross, and then you've got to kind of find the middle ground there.
Don't get me wrong. Like I will never ever ever like argue with somebody about faith or anything.
Yeah.
I understand the meaning for it, but my personal belief is that the whole Bible situation, God, all that stuff was created as a way to control people. And I'm sorry. That is my belief on it.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
what greater way to control people other than saying if you don't follow these guidelines, this book, then you'll go to hell. So what are people gonna do? Be like,
okay. Well, without getting
All
into
right.
it too deep, let's circle back around. But I
What's
will
our
just
next
say
question? Let's go to our next question.
everyone has their own opinions, and I'm not disagreeing with you, Mental. I just don't really want to get into it because it's a whole nother conversation. But what's your next question?
I'm just right.
I'm just right. Don't worry, I'm just right. I'm always right.
No, it's completely right.
All right. What's your next question?
I'm finding
Hit
it.
us.
Fuck off.
Hit us.
I don't know. I don't know. But actually, we are way over. Oh my god, this is gonna be like a
One more
3-hour
question,
podcast.
and then
Yeah.
we got to end this. So
One more question.
Fast round.
Last
Last
round.
round.
Come on. Bonus
All
round.
right, all right,
Hot
all right.
round.
Yeah, ding 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 ding. Yeah, you get
Um,
the animations going for this. Like you get a little soundbar thing. Like last round.
I'm looking it up.
And there's a book.
Sorry, I typed in best question ever.
Best question ever. Oh god.
What to eat? That is the best question ever.
I don't know.
What's everybody's favorite cereal?
Yes.
Cereal. All right.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Which
Mitchell,
you
go
brought the
first.
question up.
Brought it up,
What's
yeah.
your favorite cereal?
Captain fucking Crunch all goddamn day with berries.
You're fucking retarded.
What do you say?
No.
Captain
Crunch.
With berries? Hey, I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, that's not bad.
Hey, Mom and Dad gave it to me as a
wait.
kid, so.
You said Captain Crunch just berries?
No.
With berries.
Captain Crunch with berries.
All right, Reaper. What about you?
Hey, cereal. I have a couple favorites. I'm gonna throw them out real quick.
All
Number
right.
1, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
They are just they're and number 2, it'd be Reese's Puffs.
Reese's is good with ice
Reese's
cream
Puffs.
too. It's not breakfast. Okay.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah. Okay.
That one's really good. And then I really love it's a Special K. It has a yogurt one.
Oh, the yogurt one. It's bomb, right? Love it. I know.
I think those are my
Okay. Mental, what about you?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to slit my own throat.
Oh God.
Kidding. No,
So, like
cornflakes.
If
famous cereal I could think of.
Cornflakes, just great. No. I like Raisin Bran. To be
Oh
honest,
my God.
Asian Brand's good.
I thought you were gonna give me so much shit for my answer, and here you are. Okay, go ahead.
No, I love Raisin Bran. I like bran cereal. I like Cole or sorry. Reaper said
Stop breaking the rules, man.
Son of a bitch. But Reaper said like Special K and all that. No, I love those cereals. Like, I love
Did you
bran
get them
cereal.
Did you give them the Marines? The little tiny things of them, like boot camp and stuff.
Put them in our ass.
The little boxes? You talking about the little boxes?
No.
Yeah.
We didn't get we weren't that pampered.
I was answering Reaper, not yours. I wasn't saying to
Well,
put them in your
I was
ass.
in the
answering him as
military,
well.
like
No,
at the DFAC and stuff.
No, we didn't get that shit.
Would they just give you color crayons?
Yes. Like, pick your favorite.
Pick your favorite. You're like,
I was like, blue.
Blue is my favorite.
Blue.
Okay, so any kind of a brand cereal, you're down
But
for
yes,
it?
no, I have an affinity.
Wow, and I was over here stealing myself all the old fart jokes. My favorite would be Raisin Bran with bananas and strawberries on top. I love yogurt, like Reaper was saying. I love any of the yogurt type ones. Cheerios, believe it or not, or Chex. Love them.
Oh, Chex, yeah.
On top. Oh, so good. But yeah, any kind of natural fruit in them, like the dried fruit or whatever. I like those kind of. Even grape nuts. Like I like grape nuts. Grape nuts are all right. I know that's like not a popular choice, but I do too. They're good. There was one that my grandpa used to eat, and it was like they were like
Old Yeller.
O's. No, they were like O's, but they were brand. What were they? They were Granos? I don't know. And they were good. But yeah, any kind of yogurt but Raisin Bran would be my top number one. But you have to remember, I did not grow up eating sugar. Like my mom would not let me have soda or candy I know I was rough. But I grew up having those natural cereals. So for me, those are my go-to. Now, do I like Captain Crunch? Yeah, I like me some Captain Crunch too. Lucky Charms? Ooh, yeah. But
oh yeah.
if I had to pick, it would be probably Raisin Bran.
Well, don't get it twisted because and Reaper can attest to this. We grew up with all that sugar in.
See, and I didn't. Like I
rarely. It wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't like mom and dad were feeding us sugar down our fucking throats. But we had the opportunity to have all those fucking great cereals that have all the sugar involved, blah blah blah. But that wasn't ever my go-to.
Yeah,
you know, I liked Raisin Bran was my shit. I loved Raisin Bran.
I like oatmeal too. I don't know, or cream of wheat. I don't know if people like those, but I do. I think those are good as far as like a hot cereal type thing. I don't know. I don't like grits though. Now you can keep your grits, but I like wheat's alright. Yeah, I know that's like a Southern thing, and people are like, "Oh my God, sacrilege! You don't like grits," but I don't know. I don't really care for those. It's a Southern faux pas to not like them.
Anyways,
I don't.
All right. We
All right,
have
so
definitely put
we've
over.
rambled far too long.
Yes.
Just
We
a
are
little
going to
bit.
cut this podcast.
All right, guys.
Oh,
If there's any questions that you guys want to ask us, feel free to ask those in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button to help us out here on YouTube.
Yes.
And we shall see you guys next week.
Yes.
And special thanks to Reaper.
Yes, special thanks to Reaper for coming on the show.
On our show.
Like I said, we would like to have you face on the show more often. So
yeah,
we'll give you a heads up every week. Either, but like Toxic said, to everyone, we appreciate
you listening to us ramble.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God.
Everyone stay safe out there, and we will see you guys next week.
Also, everyone would comment a 1. Just put a 1 in the comments if you'd like to hear bitch face Twitch talk more.
Talk more.
Oh my God.
Stop
Please,
being on his phone and actually talking.
Like literally, he's here the whole time, and he wants to talk. We need it. We need it. Put a 1 in the comments.
Yeah, put a 1 up.
People.
We need to hear Twitchell more.
Thank you. All right. Love y'all. Guys. Thank you so much. See you next week.
Later, everybody.
Next week, guys.
Later.